when it can't nobody hold it.
God and Sandman. But speaking of Lauren London, Nipsey Hussle, Lauren put out a statement on behalf of the Marathon Clothing Company on her Twitter the other day, it looks like, and she put as a notice to the public, we're going to be putting up a gate on Thursday, August the 1st of 2019 to enclose the plaza at 3420 West Lawson Avenue to start the early development stages of the forthcoming Nipsey Hussle Tower to commemorate and honor the life and legacy of Nipsey. They're saying the Marathon store will remain closed, but you can still shop online. Now, Sam, man, we talked about this earlier, the Marathon store. Are you worried that it may not ever open the physical store again? Because it's going on longer and longer where this store is not opening.
Yep, I am. I'm thinking that they may not ever want to open it again. There may be wounds there that will never heal. I mean, we got to keep it real. He died right there. He died right there. And there how often do we have to walk every day in and out of a place that our loved one passed away? It's not easy to do. And we talked about it early on, and I personally went on and said that it needs to open up, and needs this or this. But as you even said that, I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, nah, this is real for that family. They live right around the corner. They probably drive by it often. That's probably wounds enough. Why not make this a landmark to always remember him? Now, business still can go on. Business still needs to go on. You now have the trademark. You now own the trademark of the Marathon, continues the Marathon store, the Marathon brand. You can still continue to do online stores. And now that storefront can be in multiple areas, and his legacy and his name could be spanned throughout Southern California. I don't see any Marathon store doing any bad business anywhere in Los Angeles. It doesn't have to be there. But that particular place, that particular landmark now, my gut tells me right now, as you said it, I don't see it opening, man.
How do you feel about the conspiracies, though, man, going around on the internet about the people that may have be close to Nipsey, may have had a part in setting them up? I know you've seen them. We all seen them on YouTube. People are publishing them with big numbers of people that follow them now with certainty. They're posting this information. What's your emotion on that?
I will never put on here that someone close to him was set up unless I 100% knew. And even then, I don't think I would be comfortable with coming on camera knowing whether it be 1,000 or 2 million. That's enough for someone to go, oh shit, Sandman just told this about this, but I'm cool. Now, we could talk about it together. We could sit back and go professionally, how are we going to approach this and tackle this the right way? But I still personally don't feel like names would ever be thrown and ever be given, whether I had receipts or not. The people that don't have receipts and just can throw out names, very dangerous. And we just talked about that in the last segment. And for those of you who listen, if you don't listen, you better listen, because that's the only way you're going to hear that piece of information.
Yes, sir.
But they got to be careful, because when you have platforms and you start putting yourself out here, one, you don't know who's watching, you don't know how they're watching, you don't know how they're receiving it, especially if it's a lie, and especially if it's about them.
Right.
And two, you ain't trying to deal with the courts. So you just got to be careful in how you really go about things, throwing out wild speculation that you don't know about. Family is involved, children are involved.
And then YouTube is gonna, take your channel.
Talk about the business
at the point, because what you're now right now with YouTube is pretty much, your contractor, through Google, YouTube, and they pretty much pay you for them to put ads on your content. So they want your content to be advertiser friendly. They don't want you putting out fake news and stuff. That was a whole big thing where they were, removing channels, removing videos and stuff, that was fake. They want credible news sources. They want credible how-to videos. They want credible, people on their platform, because, right now people are looking at YouTube more than anything else. So obviously sometimes you can't be 100% accurate with everything, but if it comes to where somebody, when they're going to try to sue you, and then YouTube's going to choose them. They're not going to take your side now, especially if you're in the wrong. Putting out false, fake information on people, slander, libel, lawsuits start coming through. So what I'm saying is you may not give a damn, but if you're starting to build your platform and you're getting subscribers and stuff, you don't want to lose your progress. So it's the way you got to do it. And the thing really is, though, Sandman, it's a lot of copying ass niggas out here. And you see these dudes, they'll say maybe, somebody maybe like us do it, and they just trying to be like somebody else so much. Even other people who started way before us, they're copying their whole format, their whole style to the point, and they trying to be them, and it's so fucking fake to me. I hate that shit, man.
It's
like, be yourself, like, be original. These guys just, everything is just like this dude did it, and it's like, man, I used to watch this guy, so I know. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man.
What can you say? Right. What can you say about it? And you could watch it, and people can criticize, and people can go in your stuff and say whoop de whoop whatever. But then we watch the attention whoring that clearly is being displayed. I mean, on the corner, just begging, and it's like, okay, we see you, but that's not our lane.
But see, the thing though, that this go look with this thing, man, and we all kind of guilty to a certain extent. And then when I say it, I mean like the attention, because I'm sure there has to be a study on this, that when people like your content, when people give you compliments and everything, whether it be in person or online, it releases like a chemical reaction that makes you feel good. So when you saying, what's up, my nigga? Yo, I love your shit. We even happy when people say it.
Absolutely.
As opposed to somebody saying something negative. But the thing is, we don't let, like Jay said, fame is the worst drug known to man, is stronger than heroin. We don't let it get us to the point where we're just going crazy for it. We lying, we running up in different, places, cussing people out. We don't do that. We're just staying humble and even keel with what we do. You got guys going to the extremes of everything they can do just to try to get a click in a view, man. It's just like, we seen it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
When I first started Viral Hip Hop News, I would be real keen on that, because I had that thirst and just that I wanted that people to like it.
Right? Yeah, no doubt.
So you love the bad stuff, but just as equally as that turns off stuff in your head and gives you that chemical feeling of just euphoria, the negativity gives you just as bad of a feeling, and it's just as strong. So I want to say about maybe months, maybe about April or so, I really was like, nah, I love the love that we get on the outside. If somebody comes up to us, yo, shit's dope, blah, 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 blah. That's the euphoria I seek, because I never get negativity to my face.
Right.
People could say whatever the fuck they want. So I stay neutral when it comes to that shit now. And I realize, good or bad, and if you've been leaving great comments on Viral Hip Hop News, I appreciate you. I would hit the love, but I'm genuinely not paying attention, because I just don't need that energy around me right now, either good or bad. I'm trying to be disciplined in that understanding where this platform is about to go. And it's only about to get turned up from here. So I 100% agree with you. People get caught up, and they're on their phones 24/7. They're watching every fucking comment that goes through, opposing anything that isn't like them. And it's like, yo, are you professional in this? Or are you just really trying to have somebody rub your ego to the point where you just need it that bad?
Right.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean,
but yeah, that's the point you make right there, man. But once again, man, you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother Old God and Sam, man, going in today on this Friday night, man. Don't even wait. Go ahead and hit that 5-star rating real quick, family. And do not forget to subscribe to this podcast. Now, Ricky Rose did an interview, and he was asked about who his favorite rappers were. He was sitting down with Nick Cannon over there in LA at 106 FM. We're going to talk about this, though, man. Let's hear this and have a good discussion.
Bring that up to say, cats didn't even understand, like, on some, not just, all I can do is come in here and rap about drugs. You're a real MC. You're a real rapper that got real bars. So I only ask this question to cats who are really certified. Rick Ross is top 5. And they got to be in no order.
Right.
Just your favorite MCs. Not the greatest, just who you like. Who created and molded Rose.
I'm gonna start with B.I.G.
Oh,
he was special.
Okay, absolutely.
I just love how, he was just so effortless.
Right. Facts.
Big was just
slow
effortless.
flow, remarkable. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He was so effortless. And then I jumped to the west side and say Ice Cube.
Oh, he does not get the credit. I'm glad you said that.
He do get the credit.
Yeah, but I'm just as one of the great. He's in my top 5 too.
Anybody that don't consider Cube, they don't count.
They don't really know.
Yeah, they can't sit at the table.
Like, cause they don't know that Cube was doing it. Like, even if you do or do not know the impact of NWA, them albums that came,
don't know.
Some young kids don't know the impact of NWA.
They sit at the table.
But just to say what he's done, and then the longevity to take it where he took from the world's most dangerous group to freaking Are We There Yet?
I think even a great example of that is If You Love the album Easy Does It.
Oh, he wrote that.
All right, so he pretty much goes on there and named Scarface, 8 Ball, MJG. Then he said he's now balancing between Nipsey and Tupac. So Biggie, Ice Cube, Scarface, 8 Ball, MJG, Tupac or Nipsey. And I guess he probably went with Tupac probably over Nipsey. I ain't gonna speak for Rick, but what's your thoughts on his top 5?
I'm glad that we heard the little bit that we heard before, because reading it just gives it a little bit of a different context. He said his favorite rappers, not the top 5 greatest rappers of all time. Because when I read it, it was some names that just jumped off the board that weren't on there. That I'm like, damn, Rick, is this borderline disrespectful? But putting in that context, his favorite rappers are 100%. Hey, how can you go against somebody's favorite rappers? It's his fucking favorite rappers.
Right.
I was surprised Jay-Z wasn't on there. I was surprised Nas wasn't on there. I wasn't surprised that Big wasn't on there, because as soon as right after Port of Miami and Ross started coming, when he put out what was it, Big Meech? What was that song called?
Blowing Money Fast.
Was it BMF? Blowing Money Fast. When he started doing that, I'm like, all right, I'm starting to hear Big a little bit. And
so you think he stole his style?
No, I don't think he stole his style, but I do think that
emulated a little bit.
That emulated like a motherfucker.
Right.
And that's okay, because he still comes with his lyrical style, and I like how Ross does it, and it's almost refreshing because we don't have Big here no more. So you don't ever really hear the comparison of Big and Ross, but you can see the similarities.
No. You think it's a comparison, I should ask? Or no? Lyrically? No, I think Biggie is just yeah. No. And I love Rick, but I'm listening to Rick damn near every day. But yeah, Biggie was on another level.
You think of them fucking the stories that Big used to tell on them albums, man? You can go top to bottom and hear stories. I used to in high school put on Life After Death and write fucking stories to his stories.
Right.
And man, he was just on a whole nother level when it came to probably the greatest storyteller, one of the greatest storyteller rhymers, in my opinion, of all time.
Now, what I will say about Rick though is that I think he is one of the most improved rappers. Like you said, when he started off, it was a little different. I'm pushing it. It was, it wasn't what we dealt with up here. But like you said, as he started evolving, more and more albums, he really got great actually at what he does. And to me right now is definitely one of my top rappers that I like to listen to nowadays. Definitely looking forward to the Port of Miami too. But were you just surprised by Ice Cube? A lot of people don't put Ice Cube or mention Ice Cube as their top